So we know that AI can recognize faces, it can make Picasso paintings, but can it actually understand language? It can. And the main way that it actually does that is through word embeddings. I don't even know what that means. The most popular way of using word embeddings is word-to-vec. So when you have a sentence like, machine learning is awesome, computers don't really know what that means. All they see are a combination of numbers. Using word embeddings, we can actually give words context. As in, if we had something like learning, the machine would be able to see the words around it, like machine and is, and recognize how to fill in the gaps from there. It could say machine learning is awesome only given the word learning. And the way it does this is by learning word vector. Now, word vectors are just words that are represented in numerical form. So these vectors that they learn would be similar to the way that humans actually understand words themselves. A vector that contains information about the word yellow would be very similar in numerical values to a word like red, because they're both colors. So now that we know that different words will have similar vectors, we can actually get some really cool results. An example of some words like king, and subtract the man and add a woman to give us something like queen. And the way this works is that the machine actually understands the context of some of those words. As in, we all know that that kind of pseudo-algebra works in real life, but the machine learned this all by itself. So the crazy implications of this are that you can use embeddings for almost anything. You could try to use embeddings for films and try to find films that are close to each other. Just like how there's red and yellow, there's something like adventure and action. Those are pretty closely related films. Another thing that we could do is universal language models. Researchers found that English words that sound similar to each other, like red and yellow, are mapped around the same space using word embeddings. But the same words in another language like Chinese are also mapped in a similar space to those English words like red and yellow in Chinese. This means we could basically have universal translations, since words in Chinese that are similar to words in English are all in the same space, and words all in different languages but with the same meaning would all be in the same space, so we can figure out what words mean just by where they're mapped onto around other words for the language that we know about. So that's it for me, guys. Hope you guys learned something about word embeddings. Check out all of my links below, my Medium, my other articles explaining other machine learning concepts that will be there. And yeah, peace.